Yeah, I fucked up something. That's why. I fucking almost blew up my computer. Not literally. It like half blue screened. It like recovered, and so I just had to reboot. That's all. Hello everyone. Welcome. The usual. Let's see. Alright. Avatar. I know. Okay, mic check. Good. Right? Not gonna make the same mistake as yesterday. Thank you, Viv, for bailing us out, because I would have absolutely played for like 10 minutes or some shit. And then, you know, the footage would just be not unusable, but I mean, like, what's the point of a playthrough if you're not talking, I guess? That kind of defeats the whole purpose, right? It's not like a real journey to do anything, you know? If you can't talk... I mean, there were people that did do playthroughs back in the day, and they didn't really say anything. I don't hate them for it or anything. I just recognize that, you know, that's part of the way the playthrough is, right? It's supposed to be a journey. Okay, we need to search for Daniela. The whole point of a playthrough is for it to be a journey. It's like a mutual, like, give and take. Oh, Narg is on point again. Okay, yeah, you kind of fly this thing as if you were doing a horse from Red Dead, actually. You know, this is the one game where they don't show the objective on the screen at all times. Like, every other game does it, except this game. You have to at least flash Navi sense for at least a few seconds. Or at least a frame, I guess. I don't fucking know.
Danny came out here alone. No traces of anyone else.
There you go.
Where did she go next?
Why would she do this?
Had rations.
Okay.
A faint scent, but it's there.
Like, actually, why would she do this? You guys are just always in, like, a one-up competition to say the most fucked up stuff. Don't think I don't know what y'all are doing. Pretty much in the hope that I'll read it. What? Okay. I think you're both in a race to TOS each other. And then one day it's gonna happen and you're gonna ask me for help, and then there's literally nothing I will be able to do to help you. Like, you see how I don't really fuck around as much on accounts that I care about? Damn.
Thank you for these gifts.
Trying to look up Tubi's skirt. Good God. Yeah, you and everyone else. I don't know, man. Like, I get 2B is aesthetically a cool character. Again, it goes back to my whole cosplay principle. It's like, cosplay is cool and all. I don't find the characters attractive. I just see, like, attractive women dressed as characters I might like, if that makes sense.
So, how much did Jin tell you anyway?
He only mentioned a topic that he shouldn't have brought up.
Yeah. That. Timing couldn't be more off. Talking again about starting a family. With your return, Jin saw hope. But I saw the unspeakable evil they've done to you. And what they're gonna do to all of us.
So, is
they're really lucky the Navi are nice with them.
You could say that.
Well, really just these Navi.
A lot of ground in a day. Finding vantage points, identifying potential kill boxes, trying to make us safe, if that's possible. Many of our people can't imagine how bad things will get. I can. Ask the trapped wildlife I came across. Couldn't free it without harming it.
Where'd you find them?
Northwest of HQ.
I ain't reading that part.
I wish there was more I could do.
Leave it to me.
Awful. Okay. Locate the trapped wildlife. That's fair. At least he doesn't contest it. Look, man, it's the most wholesome quest of the game. Dude just wants a family, and she wants to keep them safe. It's actually like a reasonably, like, wholesome quest. At least the cop-out in this game is that you're actually playing a Navi. You're not playing... It's kind of like role reversal a little bit. Because the movies are literally a human in a Navi body. This is a Navi raised by humans. It's kind of like role reversal a little bit. Unfortunately, like, as much of a tie-in as it is, it's always going to be a one-way tie-in, which I think really sucks. Like, you're never going to see this character show up in the movie, basically. That's not gonna happen. Role reversal is Narg bait? I'm scared to ask. I'm not even gonna bother. How far is this? Oh, pfft. Holy shit, it's pretty far. Okay. Well, we'll check out what's to the northeast afterwards. Actually, I lied. I need to hunt these things. Where are they? Where's its weak point? That was a weak point shot, by the way. Okay. Well, that's one. Where'd the other one go? I think he left.
Thank you for these gifts.
Yes, thank you. Inventory full. Well, I kind of just need the meat. Hammerhead horn. Hammerhead heavy hide. Oh, Lord. Dude, I'm getting screwed. Can I upgrade my carrying capacity? You carry 5 more. Yeah, fuck it. We'll just do this. Can I? We do this. Fuck it, whatever. There you go. Unbelievable. I gave up extra health for this, okay? This game is serious business. Where the fuck are you? What? Can you come down? Help? Why would you... Oh my god. Why would you land up there? No, they're not vegan. That's been established forever, dude. Okay. It's really weird sometimes how you kind of like clip in and out of that. Okay. You think the mech suit in this game is ass? Have you seen the BS in the 3-1 in the third movie? No, I have not seen the third movie at all. The most I've learned about the third movie has come from the last couple of streams. A dude with exo limbs, no armor at all, just Kevlar. Yeah, it's stupid. It's just so they have a fair shot at killing him. If they did any amount of actually building like a shitty Gundam, the Na'vi would just be unable to kill it unless they like push it off a cliff. And that's assuming that it can't fly and it has no support. It's just so there's... I think it could just be an Alien reference. I also just think a good chunk of it is just they need it to be feasible that the Na'vi win. How do we free this again? How do you do this? There you go.
Danny, the wildlife is safe now.
Good. I'm glad you bumped into me. Our little chat reminds me... Been a while since I talked to anyone about this. About anything.
Maybe you should talk to your boyfriend or whoever.
HQ, near the entrance. Can we talk more?
I'll meet you there.
Sticks and stones, I punched it. To be fair, Na'vi are more physically advanced than humans. It's just that humans have flying machines and shit. Which, this game you would think that they're useless. In the movie, again, at least the first one, they were tearing up the home tree or whatever.
Here we go!
Obviously, this is a video game, so by definition, it's kind of a power fantasy, so... Okay.
You're back. For now, or...
Do I have a choice? I'm trying to keep us safe. Trying to keep my husband safe.
Maybe you should talk to him. Tell him what's on your mind. He seems so in love with you.
Jin's got so much love in him, it'd be selfish for me to hoard it all to myself.
No?
Only makes sense he'd want a family.
Yes.
Back on Earth, I grew up in a harsh place, shaped by people like Mercer. Always
Oh,
people
so
like
Detroit.
him.
Nice.
And that look in my parents' eyes always stuck with me. A mix of warmth and fear. Of failing to protect the one thing that mattered the most. Hell, that animal you freed, it'll look after its own one day. And it'll know that pain.
I don't think it's thought that far. It's in its nature to produce offspring and protect its young,
But not for
Like all
humans.
parents.
Curious.
I guess.
Yeah, just dumb instinct and love. Jin can't imagine me failing. He loves me too much. And I don't know how to tell him I'm terrified. I should talk to him.
Alright, very nice. Thank you. I got one skill point back. I mean, it's okay. Alright, let's see what level this one is. Oh, Narg, did you see the animation for the ultimate ability, the ultimate combat ability? I showed it off last time. I think maybe only Viff was here. I should probably show it again. So this is the ultimate combat ability, right? Like once you complete one of these trees, you basically get maxed out. The ultimate combat ability is you get downed. Instead of dying, you could choose to revive. Look at it. Ready? You just stand back up. There's no animation. Your character just teleports basically back to their feet. Look at this. It's just instant. It like plays the falling animation in super reverse. You just stand back up. You know, like you would... I look, man. I said it before. This is this might as well be science fantasy, okay? Weird mystical plants. You couldn't even have like a little bit of a burst of like Awa's love or something protect you for a second. It's so weird. That is like a pure animation right there. Just flat out. You just like there's no like sparkles, no magical blue monkey pixie dust. Oh shit. What the fuck happened? I think I landed on a plant. It wasn't even the fall that really hurt me.
This is some sort of mining site.
Not just that, but an ore quarry and a processing plant in one big polluting package.
Six. Okay, this is doable.
You need to disable all of its support pipelines. Ore, water, and power. Centrifuge.
Where winds meet is more thought into its mechanics. Everything I've seen about Where Winds Meet and is like that one Chinese game that rips off 14. That's not to say that they can't, right? But I'm just saying that seems to be the recurring thing. I've seen a couple of fights from Where Winds Meet, and it just looks like 14 fights. One of the fights I saw was literally the guy doing Ifrit mechanics. And I was like, wait, that's just the Ifrit charges. Oh, I killed him instantly. Nice. Dude, I love RE8. I'm glad. Would it surprise you to learn it's the worst selling Resident Evil of the last couple of years, besides 3? RE8 did not sell as much as 7. Which I actually find to be really kind of unfortunate, because I genuinely think it's better than 7 in almost every way. I think 7 works because it's basically damn near not a Resident Evil game. It just goes pure survival horror. And I actually like... The RE engine might be one of the better engines I've seen out there. It looks really good. It reminds me of the Fox engine. Remember when Phantom Pain first came out? And you were, you probably saw Phantom Pain. You were like, what the fuck is going on in this game? Yeah, that's what it reminds me of. It's like a late 2010s, early 2020s Fox engine. Ow. Damn, slid around that fucking corner. Shit, I missed. I had it. Craft. Well, they do have glass on the canopy. Look, they put some amount of glass on it. Does that count, guys? Is that enough protection for you to go toe-to-toe with dudes Vietnam War style? What do you think? Who? Okay. Still haven't raised the alarm. I think they only raise the alarm if you've been fighting them a long time and you haven't killed them. Fuck, I hit it directly. What the shit was that? Ow. Why'd that not work the first time? That's really weird. I don't know. I think that's it. I think it's just two different, No, they have a bunch of turrets. I don't think you have to kill the turrets, though. Maybe. I think we're fine. We're fine. Try not to... I guess I could heal once. We'll pick up one. It's not a huge deal if I have to heal exactly once. Oh, dead. Very nice. Alright, I think that's it. Yeah, the mask for air isn't even covered. Like, I don't know, man. You know, it doesn't even make sense. Because basically, Pandora's atmosphere is not hospitable to humans. So they have to wear those rebreathers. That's like the whole point. That's why when you enter the base, like, yeah, it's probably a loading screen. But the actual reason why it's there is because canonically you're entering a human airspace. So Navi can breathe oxygen. I don't know what the hell their atmosphere is in return. I actually have no idea. Okay. Flipping one switch blows up half the base. It's like how people meme nuclear power plants are always 5 steps away from complete catastrophic meltdown at all times. That's kind of the same vibe. At any point, a nuclear power plant is about 3 steps away from becoming a bomb. Always. It's like we never got over Chernobyl at all. Yeah, it's just that it doesn't really make a lot of sense. I don't know, man. Like, at this point, this isn't even a first contact scenario anymore. They should know way more about how to combat the Na'vi. Pretty sure this game takes place like a couple years after Avatar 1, right? Something like 5 years. They basically just dump you in cryo sleep. Trying to figure out where this shit is. There it is. It's over here. Low oxygen humans should not even need full face mask, nose plug. Yeah, well, you know, maybe they're just trying to make sure they maintain full awareness. I don't know. I could believe that their tech is more than just... Maybe it filters out, like, you know, pollen or alien spores or something, because this is a very leafy planet. I mean, just look at the fucking planet, dude. I could believe it does... It's an all-in-one, right? It's not just purely for oxygen. Okay. It's just a movie that looks really good. I mean, that's what people said in 2009, and I still feel the same way. It's a very visually good movie, especially for 2010. This shit was amazing to look at, but that's about it. Fortunately, a video game can kind of pick up the slack. And this is why, like, I talk about, like, Into the Matrix so much, because Into the Matrix is very much a companion piece to the actual Matrix movies. Pretty much happening in the background of Reloaded the whole time. And that's why I love that game so much. It might not be a particularly fantastic game. It's a pretty linear and restricting game once you actually know, like, the ins and outs of it. But it's a very well-made game. And you could tell that they had a lot of love for what they were doing, and that they knew what they were doing, and they wanted to go through with it 100%. So for me, it's just fun. It's exciting. You know, it's just interesting. You get to play a game, you can tell that the people that made it genuinely gave a fuck about what they were making, and that makes the whole experience 1,000 times more interesting. And maybe I should replay Into the Matrix, right? Look, it's one of those things where it's like, take your, pick your poison, right? It's not backwards compatible on Xbox 360, which sucks. We're gonna fly east just to see what's over here. I think this is a map wall, so we'll just see what's over here. It's not backwards compatible on Xbox 360 because if it was, I would have played it. I bought Nightfire for the original Xbox thinking it was backwards compatible. Nightfire on the 360 runs for exactly one level, and then I got to the second level and it just wouldn't work. Everything or nothing on the original Xbox also doesn't work. So your only options are to either play the PS2 version on a PlayStation 2 because I don't have a backwards compatible PS3, or to play on the GameCube, which is by extension the Wii. Pretty much. You know what I mean? It just sucks. I feel like I will have to look into some kind of emulator. Like the reason why I don't like to emulate and do all this console modding and stuff is because you kind of have to keep up with how to update it and stuff, And also they get C&D'd. Like I would just, I own these games. It's not like it's piracy or anything. It's just I don't want to use the discs. Remember, using Into the Matrix on GameCube is a little bit weird. Largely because the Wii reads itself as being closed. It's not the end of the world. Is this the thing from earlier? No, this is something, I think, completely unrelated. Okay. Hello, Ash. Welcome. You good, buddy? Here. Just for you.
Fury.
But yeah, I don't know. I might have to look into emulation or something. Obviously, I'm not here to play pirated games, but when your options are, suffer more disc rot and disc wear and tear, you should really be more concerned about wear and tear, I feel. But suffer more wear and tear, or hey, just boot the ROM and then just use a controller for it. I see why people just emulate, especially since how much is Into the Matrix right now? I've never really played the PS2 version actually, so that would be kind of a fun thing to do. I own it, of course, but I don't really play PS2 versions when I could play the 360, or well, yeah, I guess the 360 or the GameCube versions. That is actually a good question. How much is Into the Matrix on PS2? You never know. I'm crazy. I might just show up one day and start playing Into the Matrix like it's 2003 again. And that's actually something like playing a movie tie-in game always takes me back there mentally, because it's damn, that is, in my opinion, still the best movie tie-in game. I'm sure it has to be on a list of top 5s, because they actually recorded special cutscenes for it, movie quality cutscenes. I'm gonna self-promote on my own stream. Definitely check out that playthrough. I made it about a decade ago, roughly, but I think it still holds up. It's actually one of my more viewed playthroughs. So I highly recommend, if you want, I think basically what you do is you watch Matrix 1 and then you watch Matrix 2 and then you play Into the Matrix, and it leads directly into Revolutions, sorry, not Revelations. Fantastic game. Although the canon is a little bit ambiguous, because it's kind of Resident Eviling it. It's whatever. I genuinely care about the cast of Into the Matrix pretty much more than most of the main cast of the Matrix. Keanu's cool, don't get it twisted, but I kind of prefer Sparks. I think Sparks is way more interesting than Tank.
Need to find the right angle to look at it from.
Okay. Like to dedicate this stream to memory of Hugo Chavez's tomb. May it rest in pieces. I have to ask another one, like one of the last South Americans I know, but every South American I know is like fucking having a ball right now. You would think that their fucking team won the Super Bowl. It's the same energy, which says a lot about Western countries and their fucking ball obsessions, but I digress. There you go.
The totem is... It looks out towards the land, like... that tree. It's tall. Really tall.
Oh my god.
The tree is... not imposing. Rather, it feels... what's the word? Vigilant. That's it. A protector. Sort of. Roots run deep.
Cool.
Solid. Enriches the land. Yeah. I'd call that a protector.
We're not coming to this game for like crazy fucking dialogue. I'm well aware, but I'm also just oh, there was a bell sprig there. Damn. Well, we'll circle back. No, don't leave. Don't leave. I didn't see you there. Come on, come on, come back, come back. Brother. Okay. Thank you. You know, Narg, I'm happy for you. At the same time, I wish that America would do that to America. Now that's never gonna fucking happen. That's like the one valid thing I will say. Could they fucking do this shit to America, please? Tarsu? Is that it? Yeah. Oh, you could pet the Ekron? Holy shit. They know their player base, dude. You know, at least this game is less in your face about the whole getting in touch with your ancestors than like Wakanda is.
I think, and some tanks.
Wakanda is the most insane fucking self-insert, man. That whole movie is so fucking outlandish.
How do we fail that test for them?
Closing the valve on the tank will wreck the cooling system and give you the opening you need. That'll drop the NBA's grade average.
Death. Yeah, at the same time, Iran's having that, but when does Iran never have those, like, a shit show like that? That's just Iran. Bro, they were, I remember when Iran threw shit over Battlefield. This is a long time ago, for anyone wondering. This is 2011. When they had that one map, Tehran Highway or whatever. I don't know, that was just kind of relevant because we're talking about it. You know, like a fucking Western developed game is gonna have like pretty much every country on the planet in some state of fucked upness, you know, like that's just Battlefield. Just World War III, we just pretend like nukes don't exist and shit and we just go at it all day. Meanwhile, New York City is, you know, just 24/7. France gets fucked in like every single game now. Modern Warfare 3, like half the maps are Europe, and then a couple African maps. It's a shame though because you don't actually play as Task Force. What is it? 141 in a multiplayer for MW3. That makes me really sad. You play as the PMC, which might as well have just been called Task Force 141. It's really silly. I kind of hated that. As a huge like OG Modern Warfare fan, I love Task Force 141. Like, but they're only in one game and then they're in the single player. There's a lot of things that were very single player exclusive. I wish there was like a huge modding scene for the original Call of Duty trilogy. That would be kind of nice. You know, like I wish there were just more of everything, really. More mods, more everything. Okay. That was not the fuck off command. That was the please show up and land command. Which I didn't realize you were still loaded in. Sorry, see how Metroid Prime 4 has kind of messed me up? Your mount doesn't just teleport in and out of existence. By the way, this game has better mount usage than Metroid Prime 4. We're not just... Imagine if the entire use of the Ikron was fast travel around an empty overworld and we just fly through, like, glowing rings. But we're not in a war. What the fuck? The Venezuelan shit is over. It's funny, no one had the same energy when we went to Ukraine for that long, and we're still there. People have just coincidentally forgotten about it. Yeah, I don't think you need to worry about a reprisal from fucking Venezuela. Especially when it seems the majority of the country is happy with this outcome. I think we'll be just fine. Frankly, I don't think he does a fuck enough. But that's besides the point. Where the fuck is this? There it is. I like how I was gone for 5 minutes. And it's already become completely overrun with plants. Okay. I have to clear this out, man. What a fucking pain. Why don't we have Navi scouts in this game? That's like an Ubisoft classic. Now, I'm never going to forget that they did that shit, by the way. It's very interesting how, like, Assassin's Creed Overworld bleeds into this game very, very well. It's just proof that, like, that kind of system does work. You just have to implement it in a meaningful way. So, like, this game, they'll have a lot of flying, but they anti-air the shit out of you, so you can't just fly over everything. And that anti-airing works in this game because the majority of the combat is not on Ikron, it's not done on it. You can still get meaningful intel on foot. Whereas in, like, Assassin's Creed Mirage, them shooting the bird immediately and sending it away basically made the bird useless. And that's why I basically never used the bird. Okay. How many points do we have? 3. We already got this. Alright, more health. Alright, I think that's good enough. We need 5 points to progress down this. That's not terrible, but is it worth 5 points? Another 50% of base energy. Raw food diet. Like, we would have to spend 5 points just to fill this in. Maybe that's kind of worth it, though. You could carry 2 more grenades. Your base damage... Oh, did we do this? Yeah, we did. Okay. Your base damage increases by 10%. See how it's like caveats? You deal more damage while moving. Oh, we do get a spear thrower, but we haven't unlocked it, so... Longbow. Oh, there's a short bow. Each hit from a fully drawn longbow adds plus 25 damage to the next shot. It's reset when changing weapons, missing an enemy, not hitting any enemy within 15 seconds, or not fully drawing the bow. When crouching, you make no noise. You no longer make any noise from moving. Siren pods. Good time to start calling your reps. Why? I'll just stealth kill enemies with armored weak points. Well, don't forget, she's in Texas. Texas is more red than New York is blue at this point, actually, which is kind of funny. If you look at the fucking map, New York was closer to being a swing state than Texas. I had a huge chuckle about that, by the way.
Let's ride.
Oh, speaking of which, since fucking Viff loves to shit on New York, I don't know if you saw they raised the MTA cost from $2.90 to fucking $3. Right after this dude goes into office. Honestly, I genuinely think they were like, the fuck are you gonna do about it, bitch?
You like it, Fury?
That was like a crazy fucking plot twist. They're like, oh, you know, yeah, you're gonna make it free, huh? You're gonna make the fucking MTA free, dude? Sure, man. Don't worry, it's $3 and it's still just as shit back when it was like $2. It's still just as bad, if not worse. Remember, the New York strategy is to take a bunch of mentally ill people, and instead of getting them the help or, you know, doing what you need to do to make them better, you just dump them in the subway and make them everyone else's problem, and then don't fix it anyway. You get a day pass for $3. $3 here will get you like maybe an hour. Well, you could ride the bus until the terminal. No one says you can't, but you know, it's like, dude, whatever. New York is designed to take your money, dude. I mean, everything is, but New York is hyper expensive for no fucking reason, and it's not better than anywhere else. It's not this, right? Well, they do have a use somewhere. You have to flare up your fucking prey instinct and just hope they don't want to fuck with you that day. Some dude wanted to really fight me on the fucking subway one time. I never let this story go to waste, because it was literally just the Boondocks. If you type up Boondocks N-word moment, it was basically just that. This dude really wanted to fight me over some stupid bullshit. I'll never forget that shit. This was in 2019. I mean, dude was a piece of shit. We were about the same size, but I'm like, bro, what is the point of any of this? Like, why are we gonna actually fight each other over this bullshit? I don't think I could go in here, by the way. Yeah, it pushes you out. I was very cognizant in that moment of just how pointless all this is. Like, dude, we're both on a fucking A train. Our lives are already shit enough. Like, do you really have to get pissed off because you're just in the fucking way, dude? And, like, whatever, man. Like, you've never been brushed by someone. I asked him like 3 times. Homie didn't move. Absolutely absurd, but they like that. That's part of the cultural experience of riding the subway. If a homeless dude doesn't come in and, you know, basically yell at you for not giving him your hard-earned money, then, like, are you really experiencing New York? Dudes in Midtown, right next to Nintendo World, will literally accost you to buy their shitty fucking mixtapes. They will quite literally, like, walk up to you, get in your way, and demand that you buy their mixtapes. And mind you, these are like shitty CD burnt mixtapes. Dude, just put it on SoundCloud like everyone else. No, it's just because they want the money and they don't want to, you know, have to obviously pay SoundCloud. By the way, if you ever have to self-defend, they're going to charge you. In Manhattan, at least. It's a very unique situation we have here in Manhattan. But I mean, what's the alternative? You live in the fucking Bronx? You live in the Bronx. Your life already sucks. You live in Brooklyn? It's Brooklyn. Yeah, Brooklyn's kind of alright. It depends. Brooklyn really is the ultimate 50-50. Manhattan is like in a 70-30. I can't really speak to Queens because I never go to Queens, ever. And I literally do not go to Staten Island, ever.
Hey, Alex. I found some tech set up
Land.
in the wild,
Dismount.
but it doesn't look RDA.
Oh, that must be one of our old data collecting stations. An electrical storm shut down the whole network, and the RDA was already all over the region. So we had to hold off on the reboot. Could you turn on the terminal at that station? That should set the collectors into standby mode. Your SID will pick up their signal. Follow it and activate the collectors one by one. And just like that, we'll have our regional data again.
Okay, sounds easy enough.
All right.
You should have zero trouble. SID is designed for tasks just like
Yeah, this is designed for idiots.
stations. Please reboot them as well.
Where the fuck is it? I guess I'm an idiot. I don't know where the hell it is. Maybe I should put on the actual quest. No. Wait, where is the quest? Exploration? There you go. Oh my god, 9 of these? Look for wind turbines in the wild. Use it to collect the station. Oh my god, what the fuck? I don't even know if this is related to it. This is real. You're really supposed to look for all these? Oh, bro, I don't know if I'm doing that. I just wanted to see what it was. Tarsu sapling. Alright, that's important. There's another one right over here. Did I not just free this? No, I freed that, I guess. Kind of building up to this, which is, I guess, also high level, right? I think I said it was 12, so we definitely can do that. Damn, this is gross water. It's really unfortunate that you can't pick anything if it's polluted. I mean, it makes sense. It's like, well, do you want to eat something disgusting? Covered in, like, that oil film? Probably not.
Sort of poison, perhaps.
Yes, though I do not know that it is intentional.
I too like Dances with Wolves. It's a great movie. I forget about that movie sometimes, and then I see this, and one time someone referred to Avatar as Dances with Wolves in space, and I never forgot that comparison. That was like one of those spot-on Zendatsu moments. And I was like, huh. You know, he ain't wrong. He's not even out of line. It kind of makes sense. Oh, shit. Of course I didn't land in the water. Kinglore Forest body paint. Dude, I'm getting in touch with my ancestors. I'll have the Sarentu paint. Okay. That's it? No. This is somewhere. Okay, it's up. I think I'm gonna move this to Monday, Wednesday from now on. And then I'm not sure what I'll play on Sundays. I might use Sundays to double up on stuff. Hello, Haruna. Shit, okay. Make sure you cap on tomes, by the way. Like, in fact, I need to make sure I capped. I think the PvP roulette gives you 10 tomes. I could be fucking wrong, but I think it does. Okay. Because I didn't really play much this week. I did like 2 roulettes. Because for the most part, all I did was, PvP. I'm already level 17 on PvP, folks. There will not be crystalline conflict on this time around. It's over. I'm not even mad about that. I just will not be doing it. If I'm already 17, and I think I only missed 1 day of PvP in 3 weeks, maybe 2 days, like, by the end of next month, I'll probably be done. And that's being very, very... Well, that's not being generous, I'll say that.
I see a dredging machine sucking things up from the lake bed. It's really messy.
High altitude. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have landed directly on it.
Yank out the cables from the drill arms first to give the lake a reprieve.
The Inkwell. Wasn't that like a series of books? Inkwell, Ink Death, Ink Heart. Bro, they are fucking hunting for me, dude. Okay. Oh, he has glass. That's what we need. We need to get like better arrowheads. Yes, read them. Oh shit. Yo, can we finally start this fucking book club? Can we just read like young adult novels the whole time? That would be so peak. And this is some shit I would have hated when I was actually age appropriate. But now I kind of respect the fucking art of writing a book a lot more. They really had us read actual garbage in my school. But the curriculum was really strict. It's not even necessarily that the garbage itself was, well, uninteresting. Is that when you have to read something for a grade, it's just not as fun. Like, it's one thing to ask what's your interpretation of it. It's another thing to have to write an incredibly rigid and unbending essay about something, you know? It sucked all the fun out of it. You know, like, I want to read a book because the novel and the adventure is fun, you know? Like, imagine if I was making verdicts for books, but instead of it being like a free-form project I do just for the love of the fucking content, it's something that I'm getting graded for on an incredibly strict scale with incredibly unforgiving teachers. Like, then if I had to do YouTube for a grade, I wouldn't have fun. That's kind of the whole point. I look, sushi's nice and all, but sushi's expensive. I'll say that. Nice. That's the only reason I don't really eat sushi. But the rice on the outside is a great idea. Reading for the Love of Ring is great. Yeah, but when I was until I was like maybe 20, I didn't feel that way. The vast majority of the books I read were just completely uninteresting to me. Like, I did not care about Bridge to Terabithia. I didn't care about the plot twist. I didn't care about any of it. It was just a book I read, and it was like critically acclaimed. And, you know, they always have these organizations tell you like, oh, it's appropriate for this group. So we read that, I think, in like 5th grade. I can't remember every book we read, but I remember in 3rd grade I started reading Animorphs because we had a random Animorph book in my 3rd grade classroom. Now, I'll never forget the moment I picked it up and I started reading it. It was not the first book. It was book 34, where the main character is Cassie in that book. And I remember reading that to myself, and I was like, oh my god. It's like, you know, it was like watching a shonen. And at the time, you didn't know what shonen was, or I didn't know what it was. I just knew it was like watching a Toonami show, right? I keep my life very simple. I was like, yo, this is interesting as hell. Because at the time, obviously, I was watching Toonami, right? 2003, Yu Yu Hakusho probably still on Toonami, Dragon Ball, you know. Yeah, ironically, I don't really like raw fish in tuna in sushi. I'm just not a big sushi fan. I'm a very straightforward foodie. I don't even like to use that phrase, but I will use that phrase. I just like, you know, pizza, hamburgers, you know, basic meats, pork. I don't even like seafood. Like, I've even said lobster was maybe a little more fun when I was younger. And, like, I could actually afford it way more now, obviously. Like, I could eat lobster every week if I wanted. But, like, the thing is, like, is it worth it, you know? We should probably hunt this thing. Is it worth it? Is, like, my biggest concern, right? That was definitely not... Stop. Oh, it was merciful. Very
Thank
nice.
you for these gifts.
It's just not as good, in my opinion. Like, you're basically buying a bunch of shit. Ooh, nice. You're basically buying it for the taste and the status. And I don't eat for status, you know? That's not what I do. Yeah, fuck you for these gifts. Thank you. Or at least 5,000 dojins. Is that like the super ecchi ones? Or is there a difference between dojins and hentai, as cursed as this conversation topic is? Without giving me examples, obviously. Good lord. I mean, like, that's a prerequisite almost to being on Final Fantasy. Is like being a degenerate. It's kind of implied. I'm trying to figure out where this shit is. Cooking station. Which we actually could use. I just have to figure out how to turn this on. Okay, very nice. Self-published anything. Okay. Generally, though, my interpretation is it's usually, like, NSFW shit. Could be wrong about that, but that's generally my interpretation. I mean, with how much, you know, all I ever hear about is, like, how the mangaka are just being worked basically to early death or, like, early hand paralysis, so I wouldn't even blame someone if their reaction to that was to say, you know, maybe I'm not going to do that. What the fuck is this? What are we looking for? Oh, here we go. Found it. Gotcha. And you hear about all these mangaka, like, dying early, or the Black Clover dude needs to take time off for his mental health. right? Because a friend of his died, and all people care about is yelling at him to make more fucking anime. You know, you just feel bad for him. It's like bro's friend died, and the only thing people can think about is how their mangaka might have to take a little bit of time off to, like, you know, deal with his, I don't want to say trauma, but, you know, his emotions and his, you know, his well-being. Same people are definitely hopping out of work if the most minor of inconveniences were to show up. Well, they're all cursed because they keep hiring fucking localizers that butcher their scripts. They only make anime that's meant to be one season only. Like, what do you think is going to happen when you make an anime that's intentionally designed to be throwaway? Like, what do you think is going to happen? And it doesn't have to be this way either, which is what makes it really annoying. I mean, even when I was watching anime in 2014, Surger was telling me, like, they usually just make anime to sell products, like merchandise. I have a Velvet Crow body pillow my friends brought back from fucking Japan because they knew that I was a fan of Tales, and I have nothing to do with it. I never got rid of it, obviously, because it's a from Japan gift. You know, they went to the Tales store. They have a Tales store in Japan. Meanwhile, you haven't even heard anything about a new Tales game in over 5 years. Why? Because who knows what the fuck they're doing, man. Oh, food pouch full? Are we full? How hungry are we? We're reasonable. I won't eat. That's fine. Who knows when the next Tales anything is happening. As a Tales fan, being a Tales fan is suffering because they used to drop these games non-stop like everyone else. They were one of the last companies that would constantly put out shit. And, like, yeah, Zestiria wasn't amazing, but, like, it, you know, comparatively it was playable versus Arise. I fucking hated Arise. Yeah, Kiyoani. I don't know. I just miss the days when you had long-running shonen, I will say this. So, like, I had to become a One Piece fan out of definition, and I do enjoy it. But I had to become a One Piece fan just because, like, that's the longest running anime. Ash's journey is over after, like, 1,000 some episodes, so One Piece will dethrone him. That was the only competition, was Ash Ketchum. And now it's over. Foragers meeting. We're done. We're cooked. Can we get a UAV, please? Yeah, I'm the opposite. I remember watching The World God Only Knows, and that pretty much destroyed my desire to ever want to watch Slice of Life ever again. I genuinely did not give a fuck after that one.
So tired. You too, Fury?
Oh my god, look how much you slow up. That's crazy.
What's down there?
But at the time, I just was like, I'm not going to get into One Piece. I think I was tapped out on Bleach. I'd watched pretty much everything on Bleach at the time. And Naruto was kind of at that weird part. Like right before the Akatsuki, everything kind of gets moving. So I was kind of tapped. I was like, all right, I'm kind of done. I'm going to do something else. Yeah, I can't get into manga. That's just me from when I was a kid. Like, part of what I, like, as a kid, the fun is seeing all the action in real time. Like, obviously for manga, you know, you just have fun. You just, like, maybe you make the sound effects in your head. But nothing beats just watching shit, you know? Man, these things are made of tissue paper. Okay. Thanks for playing. Oh shit. Land. Thank you. Oh, I forget. You have to use the stick. Oh, no. Down. Actual Deus Ex tier hack.
Come on, Fury. Let's ride.
We get spare parts. We actually need to turn some of those in, which would be good. What is this? Memory painting. I don't really want to do the memory paintings, man. That shit takes too long. I don't know. I just hate that every anime is like guaranteed to be like a 12 to 25 episode anime. And if your plot doesn't start moving until episode 10 or even heavens forbid season 2, I'm definitely not going to finish your anime. I'm just being honest. That's like one of the fastest ways to make me not finish your anime. Nothing personal. But that's just because like what I like is a lot of plot. Developed worlds, action, storylines, probably very little romance. Like most things are just around to sell figures. It's like how Kill la Kill gets a game like almost, what, 8 years after it was relevant. It's like, bro, don't you think you missed the mark on making a Kill la Kill game? Like, why was this not out? When did Kill la Kill air? 2013 to 2014? I was playing Pokemon Y. They made a game for it. I don't even remember what it's called because it's already out and gone. You know, like, I think y'all waited way too many years to make a Kill la Kill game. You got to capitalize on that when it's, you know, fresh. And granted, Kill la Kill is like a popular game, right? You know, rather a popular anime. You know, technically they could do it any year and it would probably be fine. But that's my point, is it's like, he waited 5-6 years for people to kind of forget and not care. Like, you see, the Naruto games were coming out all the time when Naruto was airing. One Piece games come out all the time, but, you know, the budget is different, obviously. I'm naming big ones, right? I couldn't tell you, like, a smaller tier anime that had its game come out when it was airing. They had Ghost in the Shell games. That's okay, so that's not totally true. They did have Ghost in the Shell. I mean, in the 2000s, it was just cheaper to make this shit. So they could make a bunch of games. Like, they had a Gundam game constantly. Gundam will get, like, a ton of games. But to be fair, Gundam is also another big powerhouse, so that's also an unfair comparison. Computer terminal. Very nice. Finding Home Part 9. Maybe we should redeem some of these. Oh wait, did we loot this? I think we're full, right? Oh, dude, I don't want to leave the rations. The rations are good. Okay, 51. Alright. I mean, this looks pretty cleared out, right? Like, it would be really shitty if there was something hiding under, like, 1 or 2 of these clouds. Correct? Like, you think this is something, or is that just a cliff? I have no idea. I don't know how much I've cleared out the map at this point. Here, there's another one over here, so I guess we should go do this. We're gonna mop up the rest of this area. Okay. Fucking My Hero gets all its games. Hell, there's even Curse Clash. Like, they know. I mean, obviously it depends, right? If it makes a lot of money, they probably give it a lot of heightened priority, but if you're gonna watch anime, like, I don't know, I feel like you gotta have substance. That's one thing that, like, Western cartoons don't do, is they're typically just, like, event of the week type cartoons. And don't get me wrong, I love that. But they're just event of the week. You're not gonna get, like, a crazy plot line out of half of these cartoons. Maybe an overarching plot line. And that's why people, you know, look at Teen Titans as, like, a really good Western cartoon for its time. But, yeah, I don't know. Like, it basically set up those 5 characters. It's like their most iconic appearances.
To collect the gifts of
DC does that a lot. They did it with Harley Quinn, too. I've met people that genuinely think Harley Quinn has been around for, like, 30, 40, 50 years. Like, you would think that because of just how popular she is and how often she's been around. Nope, she was a complete creation for the animated series in the 90s, and she was so popular, they kept her around. And then they added her back into comics. But that's just a testament to how good the character is. Which is why all this weird recent subversion of her is fucking stupid. And the Mr. Freeze wanting his wife to be saved plotline is also, I think, an original for the animated series. You know, when you think about how innovative that series is, that's why it's one of my favorite cartoon series. Because they took a lot of risks, and they did a lot of stuff that they, you know, maybe if they were more tight-assed about it, they probably wouldn't have been able to. But that's why I like that series so much. It's just really well done in that regard. Do I really have to waste a point on Careful Step? This is bullshit. Yeah, but I think I will wait and try to get this. We'll just get as much health as possible, so that way I can't say I don't have enough health. Well, I mean, I can, but it'll be from other stuff, so. Mender's Cave. We could do the totem, I guess. I feel like this is a map boundary. I don't think there's anything over here. I wish they were a little bit more obvious about it, maybe, but I think it's a map boundary. Alright, there's definitely something over there. We could look. It might be another high-level thing. And that's kind of it. It's just a bunch of teleports and a memory painting. Okay, let's do it. They're gonna make me actually do the story. Can you believe this? I was having so much fun free roaming, and then I ran out of things to do. I'll finish moving some stuff around.
A sawed-into totem. Let's find the right spot to appreciate it from.
To appreciate it.
Symbols painted on the ground.
I don't know how to tell them, but they're not painted on the ground. Why are they telling me about Tarsu saplings? There's none here. There's definitely none here. What? There you go. Sorry, that one friend of ours couldn't follow straightforward arrows? Really? That's absolutely wild. Tell me more.
totem. It's looking up at the giant archway. A solid, towering rock formation.
Yeah, like a Xenoblade formation.
And yet, I feel...
Bitch. Oh my god, he's glitching out. Nice.
Thank you for these gifts.
I agree. I'm stuck. Listen, they attacked me, okay? They could catch these hands. E for everyone.
Totem.
Where's the last one?
It's looking up at the giant archway. A solid, towering rock formation. And yet, I feel...
It fucking fled.
I feel... warm?
I feel good.
How many of our people have traveled under those stone arches? Was it a meeting place for friends, maybe?
Oh,
It's
Lord.
strangely inviting. Even after probably...
How do you know the majority of your clan would even like you?
It still stands. It's almost like...
Maybe they would have hated you if they met you.
Welcome home. Ritnella, I found a couple more Sarentu totems.
Great.
Especially since you weren't raised by Navi.
Being around them?
I think I did, but I'm not sure what it was. Something like... inspiration?
Inspiration.
I can't really say. It's like some random ideas running through my head. And I feel like I could put them to use somehow. Maybe craft something.
I love that you are inspired. You make me feel inspired too. And if you find more totems, please let me know.
Okay. Like, how do we know that if our clan were to come back to life, we wouldn't get, like, Vegeta'd, basically? Because the Saiyans would absolutely want to destroy Earth. Like, that's been in multiple movies, which, I mean, we could sit here and, you know, debate canonicity of fucking movies, right, non-stop. Sometimes they are, sometimes they aren't. But there's probably a very good reason why Vegeta does not wish back the Saiyan race. Because then you have to control them, and I don't think he'd be able to do it. And that's not because he's weak. Just inevitably, you know they're going to want to do something and conquer something. And I just think that's part of Vegeta's character arc, is he just doesn't want that anymore. He has a family with Bulma. That is the most outlandish thing you've ever put in my chat. Narg definitely enjoys the fact that under almost no circumstance will I ever ban him for anything. Also because it's entertaining to me too. But like, look, I'm just letting you know, if you get like super TOS like muted or banned, there's nothing I could do to help you. You're going to have to obviously live with the ban for life. You definitely cannot circumvent a ban. So, you know. Nor would I ever advise you to do such a thing, obviously, on a channel you probably don't care about. I would never, as a YouTube creator, I cannot allow you, or I cannot support you breaking YouTube's TOS. Obviously. I would never, ever, ever say such a horrible thing. Oh, they do actually show you the outline. The shadow wood. Yeah, I'm Sarg. Sarg Nuthbell. Oh, hey, welcome to the stream. Never seen you before. Yeah, like, there's a reason why, like, that's a question, you know, sometimes people ask good questions on Reddit. Sometimes people just lack fucking reading comprehension. And I don't know, maybe they just want to have a social thing where they just talk about whatever show they're watching with other people. I could get that. Oh, let's not dismount now. Let's dismount now. But occasionally there'll be like good Reddit posts.
You're looking at a gas oil separation plant. Another piece of rotten fruit from the RDA
They're 8.
engineers.
Oh, we're so close, dude. We're gonna need better gear. I won't do it now, but we're really, really close. We could try it. Ah, fuck. Oh, I still have top chat on, by the way. Let me change that. In case anyone's been saying things and I haven't seen them. It's because there's no way to default to live chat. Remember when I had the chats on the screen? There was no way to default to live chat at all. Okay, let's see. Men's Journal. Why am I getting a notification from Men's Journal? Final Fantasy XIV major new update releases tomorrow. What? Why is Man, this is like when Sports Illustrated writes about video games. We are just branching out into everything, which I can't hate them for it, but like, why is Men's Journal telling me about Final Fantasy? I feel like Men's Journal would write more about Warcraft, right? Okay, let's see if we could find some healing first, because I'm definitely going to need healing to do this. All right, we're 7, correct? Yeah, we're 7. Shit! There's a little bit of a ledge. Damn! Oops. I fucked it up. We're gonna have to come back. I fucked it up. That was like a free easy kill. I don't know if I want to struggle with this one. Shouldn't have done that. Yeah, alright, we'll come back. It's 1 level. It's not a huge deal. What we need to do is we need to get better weapons, because our weapons don't really deal a lot of damage. Biff, like like Biff Tannen. Was Biff Tannen the reference in Luigi's Mansion? I might be wrong about that. There. Beautiful. Thank you, Mother Awa, for these gifts. That's like one of my favorite genre of copiums. Is like... Hold on. Trying to get him to show his gills. Oh, I'm out of arrows? What? Damn, look how much damage that did. Nice.
Thank you for these gifts.
I'm sorry. Okay. I think we will have to probably drop something, because this is like a rare creature. I think we will have to drop it. Do we still have like a Viper Wolf item? No, you know what? Let's just drop these, because we could find tons of these later. Very nice. All right, let's go back to base. Trying to see if there's anything over here. Does it look like it? And it looks like there's something to the south here. Maybe if we kept going. What's the map look like? Yeah, there's like the whole of the Shadowwood we haven't really been in. I guess we could kind of look around there. That'll be like one of the last things I do. Let me go back to Spinner's Circle. Let's get some of the upgrades for the assault rifle. Ow. Do they care? Yeah, those evil earth fuckers. Do they know? Like, do they even care?
Scrap can always be useful if you know what you're doing. Here
Okay.
you go. Have a look.
Extended mag capacity for 24. There's no reason to buy anything subpar. We might as well just wait. Everything else is bad, so we'll just wait. And then here's another one. Yeah, so we just need another 7 and we could buy the compensator. Very nice.
Care of yourself.
Well, yeah, of course, you're at, yes, obviously people would have loved the fucking war crimes, wow. Dude wants to have war crimes happen in this fucking game like a Star Wars movie. Although, to be honest, in Star Wars, the New Republic kind of deserves it. Why the fuck didn't they entirely sniff out and destroy the Imperial Remnant? Oh, sorry, I mean the First Order. Like, I actually fucked that up. I forgot they're called something completely different now. Like, that wasn't even a shitpost.
My friend, a moment
You know,
at a time.
people like you make me feel bad for Kashyyyk, because on the galactic map, Kashyyyk is like a crossroads between large parts of like the Eastern Galactic Wing. So Kashyyyk just, unfortunately, is always destined to be this doom planet that everyone's going to fuck with because it's probably like a massive trade and military hub. And the worst part is that it's never the Wookiees that want to do anything. Wookiees really are just like the Harry Krogan, basically. At least Krogan want to fight. I don't think I see a lot of Wookiees that actively want to fight. Usually. Where the fuck am I? I don't know, let's go this way. I think there's something north over here I didn't get to. Don't be mean to Wookiees. Every Wookiee that I could think of is like a pretty chill, good character. But that does remind me, I do want to get that one book series. I forget the name of it. What the fuck is this thing? You see this shit? I want to get that one book series. But I forget what it's called. Max would know. I don't know off the top of my head. Do you see that full Starfield conversion mod that turns it into a Star Wars game? I told you that Starfield was going to find use. It's going to find use as a template for other people's ideas and games. It's like, why even make Starfield? Why don't they just fucking make a Star Wars game? Obviously, it's not up to them. But, you know, like, I don't know. Like, so someone's going to make a Star Wars mod, and it's going to be better than the actual game. Because it'll actually be made by people who really have a vision. That's actually crazy. I even said it when the game came out, and now they're apparently planning a big update for Starfield, where you can like actually land on planets, you can meaningfully get to planets in a reasonable amount of time, and like it's cool and all. Like don't get it twisted, but my first thought is, well, wait, oh great, that's not what I wanted. That fucking tree was not there. That's ridiculous, dude. And no, the Ikron couldn't catch me. Too much shit there. That branch looks so solid, man. Knowing what is and isn't a solid branch is bullshit. Okay, anyway. Yeah, it's funny that a Star Wars mod makes better use of Starfield than Starfield. Like, I don't even know how that happened. How the fuck did Bethesda mess this one up? It just doesn't make any fucking sense to me, bro. These are like the kings of open world games, and they're getting fucking destroyed by some modders, bro. Yeah, you did. I have to make more arrows. Okay. Look how little damage they do by comparison. Okay. What the fuck is this? Just play X4? What the fuck is X4? I mean, like, maybe if Starfield gets its 2.0, maybe I'll try it again, but I don't know. Like, is it something I'd commit to? I didn't really enjoy it the first time I played it. I felt like the most meaningful part was meeting your parents. Because you almost never get to do that in a game. So that was like unique, because you never do that in a game. Like Mass Effect is the only other game I think where you can talk to your parents, but you can't physically go visit them. They just exist somewhere. And I've never played a Mass Effect save to 2 where I wasn't a Minduar sole survivor. Because let's just be fair, that shit is just way cooler than anything else you could do. Oh, I was Earthborn. Sounds cool. I don't know, man. Being the survivor of a Kuz and the Minduar shit is just cooler, in my opinion. You kind of come from nothing, you save the world, and then you go into the ether. It's kind of nice. That's like the peak male fantasy. You're pinned down. You can destroy the entire invading horde. You lure them on the bridge. You tell your wife and kids to run. You're wounded. You have the detonator, and then you blow up all the dudes, and then you save your entire country, and you're remembered as a hero, and then we sequel bait it by showing that you survived. That would be pretty funny. That would be like, that's such an ass pull. They do that in way too much shit. Other way. Bitch. Hey, it works. Don't hate the player, hate the game. If they didn't want me to judo chop shit, they shouldn't let me. I'm having fun. This is the stuff I like. Oh, you're talking about X4. What is X4? Like, what is the name of it? X4, I've never heard of that. Starfield's big. It's just like, I don't know, man. Like, I even said this when I was playing it. I was like, oh, so you actually can't even fly to stuff. It just is one of those decisions is like, why? It's like playing Metroid Prime 4. Why did we put a bike in the fucking game? Just to necessitate having this overworld? Okay, well, the overworld is empty and meaningless, so why the fuck do we put the bike in the game? We could have gotten rid of it and just, the whole desert could have just been stripped out of that game and it would have become a better game. The bike would be gone. Yeah, you'd have to redesign Vault Forge, maybe. But that's about it. No, the entire game would... Oh, it doesn't exist yet? Oh. Is it that Star Citizen? Oh, you mean 4X? Bro. The terminology is 4X, not X4. Not that I was it expand. I don't really even remember the fucking acronym. Dude. Okay, they really should make it apparent what's passed through and what isn't. I have to play Warcraft. Oh, Lord. There's not enough time in the fucking day, man. Okay, I'll do it later. I don't know, I feel like real space exploration just hasn't really been done very well yet. Like, I don't want to be a deep space hauler. I feel like they have to have, like, the plot setup of, like, Mass Effect, with the space travel of like a game that really understands how to travel through space. Okay, let's look this up. X4 Foundations. Every gameplay I've seen... Oh, it is a thing. X4. Holy shit. Okay, see, when you capitalize it, it makes a little more sense. Yeah, it is a game. Explore the stars, trade goods, fight battles, build stations. It's a 2018 game. Recent reviews mixed. Uh-oh, what did they do? What happened? Much like X3 before it, the game is not very approachable. I don't want my friends to buy it to give up 10 minutes in, never to return. That's exactly what they did with X3 TC after my recommendation. How about 600 hours, so it must be good. However, the game has a memory leak and has had one for years. A few hours of playing, and then all of a sudden it becomes a nightmare to save and exit. Constantly crashing a desktop, even though my computer has 64 gigabytes of memory and a 4080 GPU. Utter crap. I mean, it's like, it's reasonably fucking positive, but whatever. No, it's a real game. I'm sure it's fine, it just apparently has a memory leak issue. Dude, my fucking professors used to yell about that shit, man. Pointers, clearing the fucking heap, and all that shit. My professors used to yell like crazy. Not like yell, but they would put a lot of emphasis on that. They were like, oh, fuck you, don't mess this up. What's my specs? I don't know. I could find out. I'm not gonna find out right now. I'm about to replace this computer anyway, so the only thing I have to do is I have to get more, okay, we can do it. I just have to get more, there's stuff I want to put in that computer that I need to, that I just haven't. Shit, I missed. I had it right on him. There you go. Is that a person? No, they're on the other side. There it is. Damn, come on, let me hit this. Thank you. I'm not even using the guns at this point. Honestly, the gun is kind of shitty. It just doesn't do enough damage. It's kind of like a dump weapon when you don't want to loot anything. It really sucks. If nothing else, I should love the gun, right? Like, I genuinely think I'm more of a sci-fi dude than a fantasy guy. It's just that fantasy games and worlds just tend to be better put together. I guess I'm just very picky about what I consume with sci-fi. Like, Star Wars should be just an easy shoe-in, and it usually is, and that's why I like it. Oh. Very nice. I like how these are real quick, by the way. What time is it? It's 11. And then nature returned to claim everything. Okay. Another memory painting. That's my reward, is another memory painting. Oh boy. I guess we could... Right, because this is still Stoneblade Ridge. I guess we just go up here, and we just see what's over there.
Come on, Fury. Let's ride.
Humanity, fuck no!
Okay, Fury. Eyes open.
Oh, shit. Okay. I don't think they're the same level. Again, it's very hard to see the level of an enemy when you're flying. Look, I just want to see if there's anything over here, okay? I'm not here to fuck with you. Not now.
You're hungry, huh?
Okay, anything? Bellsprig. Ow. What? I got shocked. Okay. Yeah, I doubt there's anything really over here. All this stuff is polluted, so we can't do it. This one's 8. Right? This one is also 8, which makes it doable later. I think we're going to hit up the Shadowwood. We're going to see if there's anything over there. We'll go to the Rookery, right? Obviously, this is a map border, so I imagine there's not like a ton of space back here, even though it looks like it. We'll just fly around, because I don't think there's anything else over here. We'll check this out, but I think that's pretty much it. Like, there was a ton of stuff, or at least it felt that way, only because I wasn't really doing a lot in the overworld. And now I am. Yeah, I'm going to try that one game. That's not a good April Fool's game, but I'm going to try that one game that commenter recommended on the Spyro playthrough. Which I do have another part, I just didn't get around to rendering it. Yeah, my shit's being really fucky lately, so I'm not exactly super thrilled about that. I'm gonna have to spend a lot of money really to set up this other computer, and it really sucks. Like, I'm gonna have to get all the stuff, import a bunch of shit. I have to see how many drives I could put in it. Hopefully a lot, because, you know, I play a lot. That would be kind of nice. I'll see. I'm not too worried about it. I just want to make sure I have a backup in case, you know, like, whatever. And, like, I would maybe salvage some shit out of this computer. I'd probably get, like, a new motherboard, if anything. Can't get rid of the RAM at this point. Make, like, a budget build. Just try to slam some shit together, okay? Because I'm sure the graphics card is still just fine, even though I've had this computer, it doesn't feel like it, but I've had this computer for almost 4 years now. It really does not feel like it, actually. Damn, I need a pickup. Good thing I'm not under attack. I'd be dead by now. What the fuck? Oh, it disappeared. There you go. Kind of wish you could signal for like a hot pickup. Like, it just yoinks you out of whatever dead zone you're in. That'll be kind of cool. Okay. First order of business. See how south we can go. I'm assuming that wall is as far as we could go. X4. I feel like maybe I've seen this game before. Maybe it was on sale at one point. That's a very interesting looking plateau. What's this? Right here. Maybe if there's time tomorrow, because I don't think there's any weeklies to do, I will, I might hop into, like, one lobby or one party for fucking Savage, just to try it out. It's gonna be day one, so we're probably not gonna accomplish anything, but I think I'll just try it. Might as well. And then tomorrow we'll also come back and do other stuff. Unless I'm insanely tired. Which realistically starts with me getting some sleep today. So I'm definitely not gonna, you know, I don't know.
It's a big one. Huge.
Okay.
This site's a big one. Huge.
That's the RDA. Why have just a little awful when you can have a lot of awful instead? If you disable the generator and the draining pipes, there's going to be more pressure than the system
6.
can handle. Reminds me of college.
Blues. You always need to have a slur for your enemies, though, right? That's what I mean. The guns are not that great, man. They're passable. They can be quick, though. Yeah, it's okay. You just need shit to die. Okay. I wonder if they're gonna land right on top of me. That'll be pretty funny. It'll also be pretty fucked up. Oh, there's someone in this. Okay, well, they're dead. This might as well just be Call of Duty. This is actually way faster than anything I normally do. Trying to figure out where the next one is. The plant's energy feed? Okay. There's probably going to be one thing on the up top and I'll have to climb up. He didn't even react. It's like he was AFKing in real life. Okay, reload, shit. jammed. That's because you're blind. What happened to the Grenadiers? That was only for one base. They had like AMPs that would shoot grenades. And now they just don't have them anymore. To be fair, this is low level. I think they were maybe like level 7. So this is like level 6. Okay. Rip it off. Or pull it. Oh, that's it? Damn, that's unfortunate.
Received! We are on the move! Evacuating the high altitude. Max throttle.
I don't know if stealth is really an option in this game. I think this is a little bit of a combat game. I don't think you could do full stealth. Because at some point you're going to have to deal with the mechs. So the only thing because like, and when you interact with the environment and pull the switches, there's explosions. So they are going to get alerted no matter what. It's not like you're placing a bunch of C4 then detonating it, you know, and then just like, oh, well, too bad, I already got in and out. It's not like MGS5 or something. And yes, people were... The shitting on Metroid Prime 4 was getting so fucking hilarious. People were bringing up fucking Phantom Pain. That was really fun. I had an absolute blast playing Prime 4. Genuinely game of the year. No, actually, fuck it. It's not even close. And that says a lot.
Can't believe I'm saying this, but looking at the air quality charts is such a delight now. You know, I just realized you probably don't even remember the air being so clean here. On your own world. There's stuff I've never seen before either. Like those sparkling cloud thingies in the sky. What do you think they do?
We don't even respond. We just don't even give a fuck. Yeah, whatever, Priya. Whatever you say. Ooh. Is there a bell sprig that showed up? No. I know we were talking about Mirror's Edge last time, but I think one of the coolest parts of Mirror's Edge is that you could actually do like crazy maneuvers in Mirror's Edge. It's really silly. It's actually one of my favorite parts of the game. There's this move that you could do where you like 180 off of some guy. You know, like you can 180 off of an enemy. It's really weird. I don't even know why it's in the game. It's just some weird interaction between Faith and whatever enemy she's trying to fight. And in a normal playthrough, you probably never do any of it. Okay. You need exquisite everything. Look at this. It's amazing. So doing all the Sarentu totems gives you basically perfect in-game gear. The problem is you'd have to have good in-game materials, which I don't. That's brutal. Yeah, so where was that one place where that fucking creature insta-killed me? Why is that like the weirdest thing that happened to me in this game? It feels like a creepypasta someone would have written. It's one of those things some dude would tell you and then like there's nothing to back it up. It's just two dudes on Game Facts spreading lies. You think people would go on the internet just to lie? Yes, actually. Because people go off the internet just to lie.
They're drilling right into the hillside here.
Sounds like you found a tunnel boring machine.
What? What? Look at that.
You
Getting
won't stop
hungry.
it. You need to focus on the auxiliary units.
6. I mean, that is a good point. I'll eat before I do this. I forget which one was the damage buff. It doesn't really matter. Just so that way I have constant regen. I also need to get more of those pods. Here we go. I didn't stock up last time. Is it this? No, this. Here we go. I will end a little bit earlier today because I do have to run downstairs and do a couple things. So I will end slightly earlier than I normally would. Let's go! Got it. Wonder how much of this you could actually speedrun. Okay. There it is. Can I hit you when you're on this? No. Whatever the first game was that had iframes, I hope you know you fucked a whole bunch of enemies for the rest of eternity. They just don't even let you die on it, probably so you don't get soft locked. That'd be like some weird glitch you get in an open world game. You're interacting with something, but you die, so the game just leaves you interacting with it the whole time. That's definitely happened to me in a game, but you have to know which game it is. I have no idea. Alright, let's see if they just leave if I do this. It's up top, I think, right? How the fuck is it? It's just inside. Yoink. I'm probably just doing that from now on. There's no reason to kill them all one by one methodically.
Evacuating the high altitude. Max
Yeah, we've seen this. Let's go. Maybe if it was part of a story mission, sure, but if it's just overworld, we just do whatever. Okay. There is another one over here. You actually don't really get anything from this. It just unveils the map, pretty much. So there's 2 more, and looks like another lab or 2, maybe 3. Dude, what the fuck is this landing site?
Come on, Fury. Let's ride.
Yeah, what is his landing site? Can I even go down? Thank you. That was really weird. Where the fuck is this?
There's towers hammering the ground, shaking everything.
Seismic towers, then. Finding resources by literally giving the ground a bad vibe.
Oh shit! Okay, thank you. I was saved.
Shake them up in return. Just disable the security locks on the towers and go from there.
Oh, what's that noise? Oh my god! That's so funny. Alright, maybe I shouldn't use stagger rounds. We're not fighting anything that serious. Okay, they are kind of fucking me up. It's fine. Okay. Ow, ow, what the fuck is hitting me so hard? First aid? Oh shit! Healing gel. I didn't even know they had like Halo CE like health kits in this game. Alright, sweet. I played the whole game. This is the first time I picked one up. To be fair, that is definitely RDA only. Alright. Sabotage. Yep. Yeah, fuck. Shoot tower B exhaust? Oh. Yeah. What? Can you stop? Okay. I'm not saying the fall damage is inconsistent. It's just very weird to be able to fall from such heights, and then you could tell the fall damage stacks moderately quickly. It's not like hyper realistic. It is reasonably fast though. Alright, peek. I feel like you should get a skill point for doing this. Should be like part of a quest. Like every 2 that you do, you get a skill point. Or every big base you do, you get a skill point as well. I just want to unlock shit. I just want to get these couple core abilities. What is this? That's a fucking memory painting, dude. Okay. Camp, I guess. Trying to do this now. Next session, we're definitely just going to progress the story if we don't get to it today. Which it's looking like we won't, because I'm kind of like eyeballing the time a little bit. And I do want to make sure I get this video rendered, because I should have had a video today and I just didn't. So I want to make sure I do that, because I know I'm not going to be able to record tomorrow. So I'm going to have to record on Wednesday and Thursday. Pretty much my main days to record are Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Like Tuesday, Friday are just bad. Tuesday's bad because I have to do 14 stuff, usually. And then Friday is just bad because I just don't have the time on Friday. So I'll get back to work on some other stuff. That's over here. And then what we'll do is we'll get back to the Assassin's Creed marathon. We'll get back to doing that, because I know I haven't done that in a while either.
What was that?
Yeah, I know, right? Huh, crazy. Must have been the wind. Okay. Kinda wish they had more guns in this game. I kinda feel like this game should have been more of a gun game. The gunplay is actually really good. It's just bows are really slow to use, you know? This was one of the few times where trailer footage was actually accurate to the gameplay. And the fact that you could sprint and shoot is almost Doom-esque. It's a really fascinating variety of mechanics. Yeah. Right there, yeah. Ugh. Just in the muck. And because you're fighting RDA, there's pretty much always a surplus of bullets. Oh, there's two of them. I have to look. Maybe there's an upgrade to collect more bullets. Oh, do I have to go back now? Yeah. Maybe we could hold like 600. That's what I would do. Because like, I wish there was like a sniper, you know, maybe something like that. Maybe different modes for the guns. Just something to... Not that the assault rifle's bad. I'd rather be an assault rifle than like a pistol or something. But the RDA really just has one gun. Like even in Aliens, they had like a couple different ones. And I bring that up because I believe Aliens was a James Cameron movie. I'm pretty sure... Was Aliens a James Cameron movie? I want to say it was, but maybe I'm wrong. No, it's Ripley Scott. Sorry. Did he work on the second one? I can't remember. I'm not a huge Aliens fan. I just play a lot of Aliens derivative projects and games. Oh, let's loot. Actually, I lied. Bro, who even uses stun grenades? Like, let's just be completely fucking honest, dude. Thank you. Yeah. It's just an extra heal, I guess. you know, they've tried to make a lot of Aliens versus Predator games over the years. It's been a very frequent topic, but it's funny because like Alien and Predator, like they're iconic, but most of their movies are like kind of bad. Like they're not very good. It's more like how iconic they are versus how good the series is, if that makes sense. Like, everyone knows Jason Voorhees. I would argue he's probably the only reason that hockey mask is still really even popular and shown off. But, you know, one of the things I would have to say about it is, like, it could be iconic, but most Friday the 13th movies are not that great. Most Nightmare on Elm Street movies are not that great. It's not even just a horror thing. It's like, okay, well, most Terminator movies are pretty shit. Like, Terminator 1 is good, and then Terminator 2 is obviously, like, the masterpiece perfection. But pretty much every other Terminator movie is shit. It's one of those, like, peak was achieved in the 80s, and we have yet to actually, like, surpass that. And honestly, I just think it's because you just can't.
Hey, you busy? I mean, of course you're busy.
Oh, wow, this is fantastic.
I've been in touch with this hotshot pilot named Louis DeLuca. He finally got fed up with the RDA and stole a Scorpion packed with medical supplies.
Did something happen?
That's the thing. I don't know. I've been trying to call him, like, every 14 seconds. What if the RDA got to him? What if...
It's okay, Priya. I'll look into it for you.
See, I knew you were going to say that.
I knew you were going to do my work for me. Fantastic. Okay. Trying to peek. I think there's... it's just this. There's another tower over here. I think we've exhausted all the level ups. I think we've done mostly everything. There might be like one or two we haven't unveiled yet. But I think outside of the memory paintings, which I'm not doing intentionally, I think we've pretty much done most of everything here. We have to feed you again. It's ridiculous.
There you go, Fury.
Still waiting for that game where as you fuck with the main villain, he adapts to what you're doing. Still waiting for that. I've said that about Ghost Recon Wildlands and Far Cry.
But I think they're pumping things into the ground, not out of it.
Extraction fluid injectors. Garbage technology for a quick resource grab.
Oh no.
You need to mess with the maintenance box on those injectors first, and listen to me.
Oh, he died instantly. I hit the pilot.
You need to mess with the maintenance box on those injectors first, and listen to me. Turn the pump off.
Yeah, I'm a little bit busy. Thank you. Alright, I think that's it. Is it? There's one more enemy. I also let them get inside of the inside of the mech. Oops. Oh no, he's not. Man, no one was in it. I think he wanted to get in it. Can we punch him? That's funny. See, this game could be hella entertaining. Alright, here you go. Especially in a first-person shooter, you don't really get to melee a lot of people. Melee is one of those things, like, it's never really used a lot in shooters for obvious reasons. It kind of goes against the very nature of shooting. That's why Doom putting melee as like one of your primary moves is really cool. I really hope we get like a very well done Doom 4. I want to see them combine like everything, you know? Because I like that Doom ends up being like a puzzle in the middle of it. Like in the middle of combat, you have to figure out what to do where. I just think Doom the Dark Ages was too much blocking. Like seriously, at some point you end up blocking back to back to back. It's like in a Souls game where you just want to hit the fucking enemy. Like after a point, it's like I've been on the defensive for like 20 straight seconds. Alright. Well, this is pretty much it. I don't think there's going to be a ton of other things. Ooh, look at that. Is it better than what I have? Yeah, and I don't have to spend the points. Look at this. Okay. Two skill points still. It sucks. You get experience, but you don't get skill points. Oh, Lord. Okay. Alright. It's got to be, what, like 11:36? Well, if I have to run out, it'll take me like 20 minutes. Yeah, so that's what we'll do. Next time we'll progress the story. We basically just took a little bit of extra time just to clean up, mess around, you know, get more familiarized with the game again. Learn everything else, because we have a bunch of camps. Oops. And it looks like that's gonna be it. There's stuff over here. I guess we'll finish this off, and then that'll probably be it. Because other than that, you know, there's just 2 level 8 camps, which we could hold off on. It's not a huge deal. It's very rare that I play an open world game like this. What are you talking about? Oh my god, this dude is cooked. I have to crack my neck too. Oh no, I'm not running to like a store. I'm doing other stuff. That's why. Finding Home Part 2. Okay. Okay, we'll go this way.
Come on, Fury. Let's ride.
The bar? Yeah, you fucking wish. Bro, why would I pay for alcohol? That just doesn't even make sense. That's just actually a waste of money. I stopped. I told you, my drinking era is over. It was fun for a little bit, and then it started costing money, and I was like, I don't love being incapacitated the following day. Like, I'm paying money to just not have a good time the next day. Like, it would actually be better and cheaper for me to just buy a candy bar. As bad as it is for me, alcohol's pretty much just as bad. It would just be better for me to just buy a candy bar or some shit. What the hell is even over here? Echo's Force? You know how to camp out here?
Okay, Fury. Eyes open.
Yeah, what was the thing that... This kind of looks like that one area where that thing was hunting me. I don't know if I could go back and kill it now. Probably not. I don't know. I don't think I'll ever know because I don't remember where that was. RDA ammo. It's my waistcloth. Okay. DLC. Here, the towering rocks, colorful meadows, and jagged peaks make for a dangerously beautiful land teeming with mystery. The Kaawa Kamatire clan home. And then the Heart of the Plains. The Zakru migration has led the Zeswa to move into the Heart of the Plains, where they will host the Great Games once more. Well, I mean, the map is looking pretty good, all things considered. So, I'm assuming there's like a bunch of stuff up here and to the north. So, from now on, we're just going to do stuff while we explore. Kind of did it a little bit backwards. We're not going to be able to force our way through this shit, so... I'm going to fly back just to see if we uncover anything, and if we don't, then that's pretty much it. Oh shit. Yeah, I agree. It's boring, but more than that, it's just expensive. It's expensive for like no benefit, right? Like, what's more meaningful to me is like going out for the same price, basically, and getting like a nice warm hot bowl of ramen. That to me was kind of nice. You know, like I could do the same shit for the same price, basically. I could, even now with the fucking price increase on the MTA, I could ride up, get my ramen, chill, you know, have a good time. I mean, I could even walk up there, right? Because I walked up there one day. I was like, you know what? I'm not in a hurry. I'm just here to meander, listen to some music, walk around. You know how I am. And so I was just listening to music, walking, and then I rode home, obviously, because I was like, you know, I'm full. I'm not going to, you know, slowly waddle my way home. But I had a huge meal, and I was completely filled. I was loving it. It was amazing. Light buzz is useful for pain killing when you don't want to down pills. Yeah, but, you know, ideally you're not downing that many pills that often, right? That would be kind of ridiculous, and, you know, not great. Hipster? How is that a hipster? That's like being responsible incarnate. We didn't get the flight unit in Xenoblade, right? I don't think so. No. What the fuck is going on up here? I can't see. Did the weather just shift? Yeah, it did. Best quality rain. Yeah, but we need exquisite. We don't even need superior. We need exquisite. Where is this? Says there's a bell sprig here. You're fine. I listen to Persona 3 Reload Mass Destruction when I'm in pain. Persona 3 Reload has like crazy good music. Which, ironically, it kind of works the opposite of what you'd think. Whenever a game has music like that, I'm like, oh, I don't know if I want to fuck with that. I'm gonna get fucking copyright struck. That's the first thought I'm thinking of is, how is this gonna fuck me? Because that means they put a lot of effort into their music. The only game I know that's like that, where they don't care, is Final Fantasy. Like, they just have a flat-out Tom Morello song, and I have not gotten hit for that. I got hit harder for showing, what, a minute of the ball drop than, like, an hour of Tom Morello's Everything Burns. Because YouTube will clap your cheeks, man. I'm not fucking with that. It is not that serious. Whether it's nudity or music or whatever, it is not, it is never that serious, bro. It's right here. Oop. I think it's cool that you can even go up this high in the first place.
There you go, Fury.
Siren 2. Oh my god, there's a totem up here. Can't even see, man. Visibility is dog shit. This is what I expect right before I crash into something.
Okay, Fury. Eyes open.
I'm stuck. Help. Okay. Look at that. I didn't even see this before. You know what this is like? This is what, like, Balthier would do. Like, as a sky pirate, you, like, explore all these weird places. Because they do have those, like, floating islands. I forget what they're called in 12. I would have had 12 have its own sub-series, exactly like 7.
Come on, Fury.
Huge missed opportunity. Yeah, and, okay, well, I don't want to bang Fran. Let's not put that in a T-rated game. But you could put something that, you know, fleshes out their relationship with good writing. Could you imagine? This is a bunch of gear. I don't know, I think they're afraid that if they don't, like, because then you could just have a Balthier only game for the people that really want that. Because I don't even hate Vaughn and Pinello. I just recognize that that's like a common criticism of 12, is that they have Vaughn and Pinello. And, like, I understand why.
Another totem.
But I get why people are like, I don't really care much for them.
I just need to pay attention.
Bro, there will never be an actual sex scene in Final Fantasy. Are you out of your mind? Hi, can you stop? I'm being nice. Damn. We are kind of getting robbed here. I'm sure this is one of the most beautiful, like, areas of the game. And unfortunately, I mean, just look at it. We're in the middle of, like, a typhoon. Coincidentally, the one character that got the biggest glow up in Final Fantasy history. Although for some reason they don't call him Typhoon in that game. They call him Typhon. So I don't know. Is that like a typo? Did they like add an extra whatever? I have no idea. There you go.
Oh.
The view here is awful.
Feels like I can almost touch the sky.
Okay.
Or see the land from a different angle. It's like mounting an Ikran, but the land beneath is not in constant motion. It's still and calm. I can stare at all the little details for hours. Is this what my people felt here?
This whole connecting to your people plot is unique. I don't even think it's necessarily bad. I think it's just very unique. Like, I don't know. Like, how do we know that our people would even love us? Definitely feels like a little bit of a reach to assume that they would be grateful and happy. It's the same shit. It's like, why would any of the Jedi be happy for Rey to be the last Jedi? None of them would be. It's that type of shit. It's like, why would we be happy for you? The whole situation's foobar. I mean, we're rooting for you, I guess, because we just don't want Palpatine to win, but like, what the fuck? We would never have accepted you. We barely accepted Anakin. And that's largely because it was Qui-Gon's dying wish. And they respected the shit out of Qui-Gon, even though Qui-Gon never really wanted to. He never had the seat on the council, I don't think. I think that was like one of his things, is he did not want to take the seat on the council because he did not like the council that much. Uh-oh, who's messaging me? Oh, shit. Okay. Oh, Lord. But yeah, Fortress never coming out and all this other stuff is very unfortunate. There. Game? What is going on? Okay. Sure. Drop impact. Perform a melee attack while airborne will cause additional damage. The higher your speed in the air, the higher the damage bonus, up to 3 times its usual maximum. All enemies in the immediate radius around the impact will become staggered. Soft landing. Okay. You could forcefully remove human enemies. What? Oh my god!
The memory of Sarentu warriors grants you the ability to wrench your enemies out of the shells they fight within. When you must fight, take every advantage you have to win.
Okay. It's here? Wait, what? We didn't get this? Yeah, that's the one that's locked here. We can't, that's like endgame. But you can't get that until way later. Your connection will increase your Ikran's stamina. Can't even see the other ones. But we could get this. How do you access this menu? I'm actually curious. By the way, there's a bunch of stuff up here. But the reason why I say that is because I actually like Revenant Wings. I like the story. I hate the gameplay. Revenant Wings is like the biggest example of like wasted potential I think I've ever seen in a game. I did not have fun with that at all. What the fuck are we looking for? Oh, I think it's even lower. Yeah, it's even lower. It's weird when you have a 3D map like this. There you go. Sometimes it just looks like the normal health plant. Okay. It's just a gear basket. I don't really care. Alright, let's grab this. Since apparently... Where was it? Apparently this has just been here the whole time. It's not marked on the map, which is kind of interesting. I figured that most of these would probably be marked on the map. It's really just for the 2 skill points. I don't even need the ancestor skill. Like, ripping dudes out of the cockpits might be helpful in, like, high-level areas, but I don't think I'm gonna really use it. It's just easier to just gun them down. You're not gonna get, like, more resources or anything if you don't. There you go, peek. It really does remind me of Mirror's Edge. That is the craziest part. And we never ever got a game like that again. The 2010s, like that whole 360 era someday is gonna get like a crazy good retrospective video. And then the #1 question people are gonna ask is, well, why didn't this continue into the 2010s? It's gonna be such a crazy fucking video to watch someday. Knowing exactly why that's the case.
Thank you for these gifts.
Man, this fucking thing ran too far away. I'm not doing that. What? I appreciate it. If they didn't want me to do it, they shouldn't have made the melee so satisfying. I could kind of hear it. No focuses. Have we been here? I think there was a story mission here. So where the hell is this? Up top? They don't exactly make it easy to find these things. I kind of stumbled on it. Yeah, it's up top. Okay. So we probably needed an Ikron to get up here in the first place. It looks like you could walk up. That's fine. Oh, great. Holy shit. Here. Gently, gently. Open. Alright, is it gonna glitch out again? No. The hand does. I don't think it's not supposed to do that. That's really weird. Eject. You could perform a melee attack on an AMP while it is in a distressed state, such as stunned or hacked. This allows you to forcefully pull out an RDA unit from its AMP suit. So you have to hack it first. I mean, obviously these are other skills, but you can't get this skill. It's polluted. Remember we went there. It's polluted. Unless it's polluted by this, that would be the only thing I think would make sense. Because otherwise this is an endgame skill. Because you can't get that before, well, whenever. Alright. I guess we'll look for this. There's like no good teleports, is there? Okay. And what's nice about this is that this gave me 5 points, right? I think I'm good now. I could just buy the extra health. Yeah, we have 6 points. So we'll buy the plants, and then we'll buy the health boost. And now we have 1 point. An additional 50% of your base energy is probably what I'll... That's like probably what I'll buy, right? Because that'll boost the amount of times I don't have to eat. So it'll make more... Every food will go a little further. So I'm probably going to finish... Or I'm not going to finish off this tree, because I don't really care about the second wind. But I'm only, what, like 6-7 points away from it. So it almost kind of makes sense just to finish this tree off, and we get a free revive ability. If we find more ancestor abilities, then that's easy. Like, that's just what I'll do. I think we are going to have to move to the next area, though, to be able to get some of that. Because at this point, we've farmed everything out of this area. There's a level 12 base we obviously won't be able to do for some time, and then there's a level 20 base, which is obviously endgame. It wouldn't even surprise me if that was the actual endgame. Yeah, and then I'm actually out of here after this. What do you know? We make good progress in this game every time I play it. Where is this? I think that's it. It's a bell sprig. Oh, nice. There it is. All right. Thank God you finished Shadows. I mean, yeah. Why wouldn't I? I said I was going to. I mean, at least now we could kind of move on and play other stuff. That's like the #1 perk of finishing Shadows, is it's just done. I don't have to play it anymore. Alright. The upper plains. Starts back at base. I mean, there's good things I could say about Shadows. I think Shadows has some good parts to it. The problem is that all the bad parts are, like, intentionally bad. Like, who the fuck makes an Assassin's Creed game and intentionally distances it from its lore in any other fucking way? Like, it doesn't even make sense. That to me made absolutely no sense. Okay, well, we're done here for now. I am actually gonna close this. Look at that. They have 3 story packs for this game. That's actually wild that this game has that much content. Okay, close. What's on my thing? The thing? What the hell? That was really weird. Okay. All right, folks. That's all the time we have for today. Nice 2-hour session. Tomorrow is Final Fantasy, and then tomorrow evening, if I'm not like insanely tired, we're gonna play another game, which will be good. And yeah, I'm gonna run out now. I'll be back probably. Well, I'm coming back to my house, but I'm not coming back on the stream. I want to thank everyone who showed up. Thanks Haruna, thanks Viv, thanks Narg, thanks Ash. Much appreciated, everyone who showed up. No, that wasn't a neck crack. That was like a normal stretch. Trust me, you'd know. When you hear that, like, thick, sinewy thwack as you bend your neck out of position, it's so peak. Being a vertebrate is just amazing. Bot Humper, oh my god. Weren't you just talking about 2B like an hour or two ago? Oh, but that's okay, it's 2B. Oh. Oh. Alright, folks, I'm out of here. Y'all have a good one. Stay safe, enjoy, peace, have a good one.